Bitcoin hoodie guy coming back here with another Kaspa video. Before we get into it, could you please Mike Tyson the like and subscribe button? Well, we're outperforming the market a little bit this last 24 hours, up 1.2%. Um, in the market, there's going to be things popping off like Aptos is up 22% the last week. And if you just jump around to the whatever's popping because your coin's not popping, then sometimes you miss out on gains because you're catching stuff after it already ran. Now, not every project is going to do the same. Overall, almost all these projects in the top 100 are going to go up in the bull run. Some more than others, but all of them will go up. But if you run to the next shiny object, then sometimes it doesn't work out very well. But those are decisions you have to make. I'm not leaving my Kaspa position. But here we are. You can see that we did kind of bottom out there on the market dominance, working our way back up. Hash rate's looking good. That means there's people that are still spending all that money on electricity, and it's still inching. It's up, way up a little bit. You can look in the last month that it's went over 1 exahash, but it's still trending up. You can see that we're spending more time over 1.1 exahash, slowly trending up. It wasn't that long ago that 1 exahash seemed a long ways away. Basically, in the middle of the summer, at 400 petahashes, it was like, oh, maybe we'll hit 1 exahash, this cycle, and here we are. KRC 20s are chugging along. Hoodie, 169 holders, that's growing. KII, they talked about the olive chain. I don't know if you saw that video. And, they're not the first project that's talking about doing real world stuff, but, and the more reason there is to use Kaspa, the better it is for long-term holders. Now, is olive chain going to happen this cycle? It doesn't seem like it's going to happen this cycle. These next 6 to 9 months, 12 months are going to happen pretty quick. And, it takes time for that. But in the long term, bigger picture, that could be something. So also, we're going to just move on. So we all know that Kraken has had Kaspa on this listing. So is it up next? Part of the thumbnail. So when you got DYDX and Toncoin, which are integration of new blockchains and listings of the native token for trading, and obviously they give a disclosure that that's not a guarantee that it's going to be listed or whatever. But when you look at the chains that they're talking about integrating, both DYDX and Toncoin have been listed now with Kraken app. Although you can't buy Toncoin on Kraken today, you can buy 290. I guess Toncoin is not on there yet. I thought it was, but maybe it's not there yet because I thought it was on Kraken. But maybe it's the 10th. Maybe it's not. Maybe in the next couple days. But that means because I thought they posted that, so it's getting real close on Toncoin. So that means with these three here that basically Kaspa is the only one. And Kraken's just one of them. It's not the biggest boys like Coinbase and Binance, but it's on the chopping block in terms of it's up next. And so, with 17 new tokens coming soon, get Kraken. And so, yeah, that's basically it. I think that we don't know exactly when that's going to happen, but DYDX happened, and you have, I guess we can go back to that. Go back to the Kraken X page and see when they said, just a second here. They said, so they got the 9th on Sui. I'm pretty sure that one crossword puzzle had Kraken, had Toncoin. October 1st, Toncoin. October 1st, Ton. So I don't know. I thought it was already on there. For whatever reason, it's not showing it right here. But anyways, there's another video here. This guy Holden Blaze. Pretty good video about, ways to prepare yourself for the 2025 bull run. Pretty reasonable stuff about trying to be less emotional. And he's basically saying that The only thing he's consider holding outside of Bitcoin for the bear market, it may be 10% of his Caspa bag. So I shared the video in the description. I think it's worth going and giving it a watch. It's pretty well balanced and thought out. And also, he's kind of used a football analogy here about how, when you're buying in the first part of, in the bear market, in the first part of the bull market, you're being aggressive, and um you're being aggressive, and he's talking about a football analogy he gives here. But then the second half, you want to be more defensive. So his biggest thing that he regretted was not taking enough profit, and that's how I was also. So then once you, like, say you have an account that gets up to $1 million, I mean, it could go back down to 100,000, 200,000, 50,000, depending on what coins you have, what tokens and stuff like that. So it's a good video. I think it's worth checking it out. But it highlights too is that right now price goes down, the emotions of I need to sell or something's going wrong. And for me, I'll talk about it in a second, but I want, and I'm not perfect, and this is something I'm working on, because the human emotions of being super emotional are just there. Everything's pumping, you almost, you want to FOMO in, and then something's crashing, you want to get jump out as quick as possible. But as long as the biggest things that hold together a project are still in place, then nothing's changed. So that's why it's good to have long-term conviction in whatever you have, because even the best investment's going to go up and down a lot. And so for me, like tier one, 10 blocks per second, proof of work narrative in terms of Marathon Digital, they're, multi-billion dollar publicly traded Bitcoin miner, has it on their balance sheet. They're mining it. A lot of people like proof of work. So if you just get a sliver of that liquidity to go, hey, you know what? We believe in Bitcoin, but we also like this other proof of work. Some of the KII developments, I don't know what's going to happen this run. 6-12 months goes by pretty quick. The bull run leg, just the overall bull market will rise, the tides will lift all ships. Smart contract narrative. I mean, I don't know if any smart contracts are going to develop this cycle, but if, say, in like the market peaks out in like 11 months, if smart contracts just get a whiff, or something even goes live and they're not even really fully developed, that's basically what happened last time with Cardano. Is smart contracts, basically it peaked out roughly right around when smart contracts went live. So those are things to keep in mind. And then there's the worries of, something happens, and there's a black swan event and the whole market goes down, so we don't really know what's going to happen. But keeping in mind that as a proof of work, it's the fastest one, that KRC 20, has proven that it can scale up to, just with 1 block per second, quite a few transactions per second. So, we don't know what the price is going to be next year. And we're down here at 14 cents. We're down here. This is moving down even further. But I'm keeping my eye on the price for the profit I'm going to take next cycle, which is probably going to be the majority of my Caspa bag at some point next year. And then I'm figuring out how much I'm going to keep long term, just in case it doesn't crash down as much. And that's basically it. I think they're manipulating the price down to scoop up as much as they can before the next rise up. Crypto Nate, man, thanks for tuning in. They might be. It's tough to know. You'd probably, if someone could really dive more into the metrics, but if you do have like Kraken or any other larger exchanges that are trying to get more before, before they list it, and trying to get you know, and then also just maybe trying to make money off that, or just get as much as they can, it's a possibility. I know that to be in the top 10,000, you need 260,000 Caspa now instead of 200,000. So it's got a little bit more top heavy up there. But some of these chips will start to fall. Biggest thing is gearing up and not being too emotional, and trying to be as rational as you can in this market. And that's going to look different for everyone. Some of us are just going to buy and trying to. That we're all playing a different game, kind of. We're all playing the game of trying to make as much money as we can. For some, that's going to be trying to build up as much Caspa as possible, and they treat it as Bitcoin. They're all in on Caspa. They're going to try to stack as much Caspa. Some are going to try to play it, sell Caspa, some point next year and try to buy back in the bear market. Some are going to try to take some profit, pay off some. Some are bouncing around to different projects. There's a lot of money being made. I mean, I could see like that Trump coin. I mean, I could see someone making money off that this next month. It was down to $1.70. It got up to $5, pulled back, down percent, violent swing. Trump's going to be in the news nonstop. Maybe if he wins, then maybe that, tops out. And then, so it's like a month-long play, so there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. But biggest thing is having, not just flipping your having your conviction or project flip really just because the market went down, because we can see that, like, say somehow we did get to $2 next year, say somewhere like $1.80. I don't know what the price is going to be, but let's say somehow $1.80, roughly a little over 10x from here. Well, it's not going to go up in a straight line. It might go up to, say this year, it gets up to 30, 40, 50 cents, and then pulls back down to 35 cents, and then up to 75 cents, 99 cents, has resistance at $1, and then it takes a while and it pulls back. So, I mean, it goes up to $1 and back down to 80 cents. That's a 20% dip. So you're going to see those wild swings. You're going to have everything you believe tested, and probably not going to time the market and sell it at the top. But if you're making good profit, man, then it's all good. Then, we all have different entry points. Some people got in at 15, 20 cents. Some people got in under a penny. Some people got at 1 to 5 cents. I think my average Kaspa price is about 6.5 cents. Bought the dip. Nice, Thomas. Thank you for making videos, my friend. Keeping it updated. Well, I appreciate you tuning in. And sometimes I'm not sure how much value I do, but I like making videos and just kind of trying to stay as much up to date I can with while working full time. And I believe in Kaspa long term. I also want to take some profit next year, and I like saying that. So if when I sell next year, that it's not the first time that I've heard that I was going to sell. Most people probably taking profit, and yeah, depending on my meme coin play, it might dictate how much Kaspa I try to keep, because part of it is if you sell off, say it got up to $3, I don't know, and I had it over a year, but I still have to pay capital gains taxes. And then I didn't sell the perfect top. So say it actually gets up to $3, but I sold it at $1.95, and I paid taxes on it, and Kaspa goes up to $3, and we have diminishing returns. So it means that Bitcoin's not going up as high, but maybe it doesn't crash as high. It only goes down 50 or 60%. So maybe Kaspa only goes down to 70%. And so it went up to 3, and then it only goes down to about 75 cents. So I don't know. It's really hard to play the market perfectly, but my biggest thing is locking in some profit and paying off my debt, which is a goal of mine. Your goals are going to look different, but I don't know. Overall, man, I'm really excited about crypto and where everything's at. And, it seems like their views are less and there's more kind of negativity in the comments and stuff. And it sucks when it's down, but to me, it's exciting. We've been going sideways for a long time, and Kaspa's not the only one. Bitcoin's been in that basically 50 to like 65, 66, $70,000 range since March. So, and there's some people, that's all they hold is Bitcoin. So I think there's going to be some good times ahead, and it's going to, it's going to be hot and heavy, and it's going to be 6 to 9 months of a lot of upward action, pullbacks, and it's going to be exciting. And that's when you really want to have a level head. So try to get your game plan together now, these boring times, if you're buying the dip, whatever. But when things get hot and heavy next year, the perfect time to sell is going to, if I sold, like, if I say it got up to $3 and someone's selling at 275, at that point, everyone's going to be calling for $10, $20 Kaspa, and it's going to seem believable because it feels like there's no end to the rise up. And the tough part is you don't know. The hindsight trading is the easiest thing in the world. So that's all I got. Don't want to ramble on here too much. Bufflink, thanks for hitting the mic and the Mike Tyson button. Do you think Kaspa is going down to 14.5 in the next couple hours? I have no idea if it's going down. 13.5. I have no idea. Do you think Kaspa will pump or dump after this documentary revealing Satoshi it really is? I'm getting excited. I'm going to probably hop off here and try to watch it. I think it starts here in about 5 minutes. Buy more Caspa tomorrow. Can't wait. It depends. Do they really know who Satoshi Nakamoto is? Um, it feels like if it's someone alive, it'd be hard for that not to be leaked out there. I don't think we know who Satoshi is, and like Lynn Sassaman, died, and there's still some posts or some emails or not emails, but some posts after he died. Polymarket's got the betting on it. Bitcoin might tank tomorrow. I don't know. It's really hard to know what the price action is going to do tomorrow. Nacho skyrocket soon, buying the dip. Mike Owen, no one knows who Satoshi is. That's where I don't believe. I think it's a marketing hype. I'm going to subscribe to HBO Max so I can watch the documentary, but we'll see. I think for $3 to $4 is very realistic. More like towards 350. I plan. I think the two. I've always kind of been thinking somewhere in the 2 to 5 range, which is, which is a big range, but kind of felt like something close to what Cardano did last time. It could be kind of a maybe somewhere between a 50 and $120 billion market cap. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that, Salvador. It's Yonatan. That would be huge. I don't know if Caspa would dump if that happened. But we'll see. It's going to be interesting to see. It might be a marketing ploy. So all of us crypto bros, there's 50 million people that are or 100 million people are subscribing to HBO, so we can watch the documentary to find out they don't know who it is probably most likely. So I don't know. Overall, I'm really excited about everything going on in the crypto market. It sucks when market dominance is going down, but I really believe in Caspa. And I believe that there's going to be a lot of exciting things going on here. And I think that, eventually we're going to get cracking. And I think that'll be one of the first dominoes to fall. So I just got to be patient. So thanks for watching and have a good day. And let's see if HBO actually knows who Satoshi is. I don't think they do. Thanks for watching.